Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and I hope you're all having a really beautiful day. Today's video is actually going to be the first week of Inktober illustrations that I've completed, and it's kind of like a compilation of all 5 of them. And Inktober is a yearly event which was started by Jake Parker, I think. I'm not sure 100%. I'll put a link down below where you can find information about Inktober, but it's basically when artists from all around the world do an ink drawing every day. Well, for every day in October, and then they share the illustrations on social media and tag them to hashtag Inktober. And I decided to take part in it this year since I really wanted to do it successfully. And in previous years, I've decided to do it and then do maybe 5 illustrations and then quit, or 10 illustrations and quit. I've never done it fully, and this year I really wanted to go into it and do all 31 illustrations for every day and post 7 drawings a week. With that being said, I went into this week and and it's like the 9th right now. Like, I went in and it's the 9th of October right now and I've completed 4. Like, I've completed 4 illustrations in 9 days. That's horrible. So I'm hopefully going to get caught up. Like, right now I'm looking at my drafting table and I have 3 illustrations going at once right now. Like, I should get caught up like in the next week, but that doesn't mean that next week's video is going to be pretty lengthy because I'll have like more than actual like 5 illustrations being posted. But I'm going to get caught up. Whether it takes me a little bit past October, I really would like to get it all done by the deadline of the 31st, but if not, it's all good. I just want to get 31 illustrations done. Now for the first one that I did, this is actually not one I did in Inktober. Like, I only did 4. Like, I only did 4 illustrations, but I wanted to have a 5 illustration video. So this is just a part from a collab I did a couple weeks ago, and it's just the line art for it. So I hope you guys don't mind. If you've already seen it, you can go ahead and skip ahead to the next illustration, but this video does contain 4 new ones, and then this one was kind of like recycled from another video. And I apologize for that, but again, I didn't really have that much time to do Inktober this week, and I went into the week like fully ready to do full color illustrations and everything, and it was pretty stressful and hard. So I really hope you like what I've done so far, and again, next week's video will have a bunch more, I promise, but this is from another video. And just as a disclaimer, I am not following the official Inktober prompts for the month, since I don't really like the prompts that they gave this year. I was going to originally, but kind of like the themes they gave out I didn't really like as much as my own themes. So I will be doing my own illustrations for every day, as well as I'm not going to be using like only ink. Like, I have a lot of materials I would like to use and use more of, so I'm planning on using like jelly roll pens and also watercolors if I want more color than just ink. So I'm not just going to be using ink, but the majority of the art will be done with ink. So yeah, I believe the first illustration is just about to get finished, and for that one I basically just wanted to do like a mermaid or a sea character. She's like surrounded by jellyfish, and I just did it with a micron. I think they're called, oh, what are they called? Hold on, I have one at my desk. They're called micron, oh my god, I can never remember the freaking name. Pigma Micron archival ink pens, I guess. And I have the size 03, and I use that to line all of the drawings that are coming up in this video. And then I used my Winsor Newton watercolors and Winsor Newton inks to color all the illustrations. So the second piece in this video, which was actually like my first Inktober piece, I did with, again, the Pigma Micron archival ink, whatever it's called, that pen, and then I used my Winsor Newton inks to color her. And after this one, I decided that I don't really want to just do all ink drawings because I found it really boring, and I actually wanted to use my watercolors. So I'm not really following the rules for like the materials. I am just using ink, but I'm also going to be using watercolors and acrylic paint sometimes. I'm going to be using everything. I just want to have 31 awesome illustrations done by the end of the month. And for this one, my pretty much idea behind it was just an elf character. My characters don't really have, oh my gosh, I'm watching a Bailey J vlog in the corner, so you can probably see that. I was like binging all of her vlogs, and now I'm off topic. And this whole voiceover is probably horribly rambly, and I'm sorry. But for this theme, I wanted to kind of just do an elf girl, and my characters don't usually have that much meaning behind them. Some of them are really meaningful to me, but for this one, it was just fast, and it was just a sketch. So I really hope you all like this one, and I'm going to kind of just play some music until the next one plays, and yeah. And I thought it would be really pretty that after every speed paint for this video, I would post the final edited image as well as like the pretty little overlays on each side of it. And I feel like that kind of tied the whole video in together. Now for the second picture, I decided to do Melanie Martinez, and I'm actually a massive Melanie Martinez fan. Not as much now as I was last year, but last year that's pretty much all I listened to. And I really like how she's very kind of out there, and her whole character that she has is really interesting, and her art and just her art style, not that she's an artist, but like her music and just her music videos are very artistic and dark and twisted, and I love them. So I really wanted to do an illustration kind of showcasing that, and I used a lot of symbolism from like her music videos as well as like her colors and like her famous dollhouse hairstyle or whatever. So I really like doing this illustration, and it was fun doing it kind of like a different style face. I don't know, I kind of like how that turned out, and I really like doing the hair, and I don't know, I feel like over this entire experience so far, I've really enjoyed inking hair. Like, I love inking hair. Like, I could ink hair all day and that would be fine. So there's lots of wavy hair and lots of hair in these illustrations. And I also tried to add funky patterns with like the polka dot bow tie, not bow tie, what am I talking about? Like the polka dot like bow thing in her hair, and then like the polka dot half and half like collar thing. I don't know what any of these articles of clothing are called, I'm just drawing whatever. But yeah, I'm still using that Pigma Micron. Oh wait, I'm using something else. I'm using like a Faber-Castell thing. What is it called? Faber-Castell Hit Artist Pen. I feel like I use these in every video and I can never remember what they're called. But I'm using a Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen, a Micron, Pigma Micron fine line or whatever that's called. And then just so you guys know, I have an amazing ink, and that's what I'm using to do the pink on Melanie, but it's called Dr. something PH Martins, I don't know, I can never pronounce the names. And it's like iridescent pink ink, and like there's like glitter in the ink, so when you're holding it at a certain light, it like shimmers and it's so gorgeous. And that if you guys have never used like iridescent, it says it's calligraphy ink, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but if you've never used like a sparkly ink, I totally recommend it because it's really fun to use. And I use the sparkly ink for pretty much all the blush on all the characters after Melanie. Now the fourth illustration I did is actually my favorite one I've done so far for Inktober, not regarding the new ones I've done so far today, but out of the 5 I'm showing, this is my favorite one, and I love what I was able to do with this character. I wanted to do just like a regular witch, just a witch that I thought of myself, and I was actually inspired by an amazing artist. I forget her name, but I will link her down below. She's doing kind of like a witch-tacular Inktober theme, so every day in October she would do an ink drawing of a witch or a different type of witch, and I think that day was like voodoo or something, but I didn't really want to do like a voodoo witch, so I kind of just did my own thing. And I gave her purple hair because that's like my favorite thing ever, and I want purple hair so badly. And I kind of gave her like purple fire, and I just love her character in general. And I actually did that so quickly, and I freehanded, well, I don't know how to say it. It's like I didn't use a reference image at all for any of the features, like, or any of the forms. Like, I'm so proud of it. So I really like how she turned out, and I love the colors I was able to use. And there I am using my watercolors, and then I also used, again, the Pigma, whatever it's called, pen thing. And all these illustrations at the very end, I did put them on my computer and kind of edit out some of the like messy bits of it. Like there were parts that kind of like splattered away from the character and like onto the white. So I cleaned it up a little bit and added like a little bit of that, like, what is it called? The little thing in the, where it like gets darker on the edges, like the, I don't know, but I kind of edited it a little bit on my computer just to make it look a little bit better for Instagram. But overall, I just took the photo with my camera and that's how they look. And I'm so happy with how this one turned out again. And there I am using the pink sparkly like blush calligraphy ink for her cheeks because I'm obsessed with it. And I was also inspired by, oh my god, what was her freaking name? Audra Auclair. She's an amazing artist on YouTube, and she does a lot of fantasy kind of like woman art. It's really beautiful. All of her art is very stylized and I love it, and I want to be just like her freaking channel. So I was inspired by her, as of course other artists, and I really like how this one turned out, and I hope you guys like it too. Now the final day, I actually forgot to record the sketching part, so it kind of started off with just like a sketch, and I apologize for like my face being in a lot of this, but this character was kind of inspired again by the Witch-tacular theme. One of the days were themed for Egypt, and I wanted to do kind of like an ancient Egyptian woman, and I had a lot of trouble with this illustration, and I actually don't like this illustration that much at all. Like, I don't know, it's just not my favorite thing I've ever done, and I think the cat looks possessed, and overall this was very messy and fast, so I just wanted to post something for the day because I felt like I was falling behind, and I am falling behind, but I am going to get back on track again. So yeah, I'm using the Faber-Castell things and the Pigma and the iridescent ink for the blush. And overall, I thought that this first week went overall pretty, I mean, I don't know. I felt like the things that I did, I really, really liked, and then I just didn't do that much of them. So hopefully for the next week, it can be a little bit better and I can get more things done. So yeah, I'll just play music for the rest of it. I don't think this video has much left, but I love you all so much, you guys, and thank you so much for all the constant support. And I will see you all in my next video, and hopefully, again, I will be able to do more Inktober's next week and be a little bit better with it. And I'm also sorry, because this video is going up super late, I know, so I don't know. I'm sorry, I'll do better. So I hope you all have a really beautiful day, and thank you for watching.